In 2009, we had a problem. Energy was a complex subject to understand. It's simply a matter of fact that making electricity is complex. It can't be stored easily, it's hard to transport without losing some of it along the way, and it's hard to make enough of it in an environmentally friendly way. You'll hear of an energy trilemma. 1. Keeping the cost of energy down so we can all afford it. 2. Ensuring a secure supply of energy so we don't run out. And 3. Keeping carbon emissions as low as possible so we look after the planet for the future. Well, these balls are all in the air when you're looking at buying and managing your energy year after year. When you translate this complexity into an energy bill, you end up with 45 lines, each one charging you for some part of the delivery chain. A carbon tax for how your energy was produced, a levy for using your energy at certain times of the day, cost of sending the energy from source to use, or a tip payable to HMRC to help settle the bill for those building greener power stations. It feels pretty unfair, so quite often you'll just see a more simple bill with just a few lines on it, but that doesn't mean these charges aren't in there. They are, and they're only getting bigger. The problem with this complexity is that you can't manage what you don't understand. You also can't manage it if you can't see it on your bill, or if someone tells you about it, which will probably take you a week or two to understand. So back to 2009, what was happening? Well, the market was getting swamped with rogue brokers who claimed to be experts and able to solve the problem, the Holy Grail. Instead, these so-called experts were overcharging you for what they did, without you realising, and contracts weren't delivering what they promised. All of a sudden, you get a bill through one day to find that because of government legislation, your pass-through charges have gone up, but you had agreed a fixed price of energy. So why are you paying the additional charges on top of the ones you had agreed? It became very hard to trust anyone. Suppliers were being fined for mis-selling, overcharging, and rolling contracts over. Brokers were leaving a bad taste in your mouth because their recommendations weren't leading you to the savings you were promised. So who can you trust? And what's the truth on all of this? Let's quickly tackle a few myths. All energy suppliers pay a standard level of commission to your broker or consultant? Wrong. The amount of money is capped and always limited? Wrong. The price of energy always goes up, so if you hear the offer is going to expire that day, you need to sign up immediately? Wrong. A fixed energy contract will always be fixed? Wrong. The price of energy is always cheaper at certain times of the year? Yep, you've guessed it. Wrong. Fixed price contracts are always the best option for you? Wrong. So what was our idea? We were built with a mission in mind. To burst the bubble on any rogue activities. To educate businesses on how to buy and manage energy. To provide robust budgets that remain accurate. To provide transparency to the industry. To lead the way using technology to control and manage energy. To create clean service level agreements so clients knew exactly where they stood and could work with us in clear partnerships. To be responsible to our clients and to take away their pain. So, it's been quite a journey. From 2009 to 2011, we had to drive all around the country to sell our mission to the energy suppliers. Painstakingly, 18 suppliers eventually said yes and got on board. We won a few awards for our transparency and innovations. We grew our team from 1 to 3 to 9 to 14 and beyond. And we are still busy innovating. We are looking at how to motivate people to lower their consumption. Normal people who ask the question, what's in it for me? So we are giving students beer, skydiving and tapas for being energy efficient, launching the Student Energy Project. We are working to cut through the jargon by providing transparent information to businesses, allowing them to ask the question, how much will my energy bill be next year? Our solution is Insight. It's simple and easy to use, but allows the untrained to understand how much energy is going to cost them in the future. We are trying to solve the problem of 1.5 billion people not having electricity in the world. We are launching Energy Relief and giving all the money to charity when someone switches their domestic energy supplier. They also benefit from buying their energy in a collective group, so their costs are lower too. So let's go back to those myths with the truths. Energy suppliers ask brokers and consultancies how much money they want to make on a deal. This isn't currently capped or limited, and Ofgem don't look like they're going to do a huge amount to stop this. Energy is a traded commodity, so its price is constantly changing when it's being traded. Not all fixed contracts are fixed. Watch out for these. The price of energy is determined by supply and demand, politics, legislation, and another of other factors, so be careful when waiting for the summer in the hope that demand is lower. Also, remember that it's the season that you are buying that you need to be tracking, not reading the paper about tomorrow's oil or gas price. Whether you go for a fixed contract or buy flexibly, it all depends on your risk strategy. It's all about designing energy management around your business.